Hello everyone, welcome to my program. My name is Dr. Lee. I come from Bukit Mertajam and now I'm staying in Johor in Kluang. So welcome everyone to my program. As you know, I'm uploading my video for my second book, Level 2. This is the one in 2 languages, bilingual, Bahasa Melayu and English, the explanation part. Of course, the questions are in English because this is an English grammar book. So I've already published 2 books so far. This is the first and this is the second. All 38 topics, altogether I have 38 topics here, different topics in grammar. And all these 38 topics are inside here. So this book has 40 topics. 38 are from this book. So this book, 38 topics go inside this book. And then I add 2 topics, so there are 40. So actually 2 new topics only. So why is this so? Why is it that I bring all these 38 topics into this second book? Because no matter how high you go, no matter how high you reach, you still have to know all the topics that you learn from the beginning. In my situation, the beginning is this book. It's not actually the basic, but what you have to know, the initial part. So like articles, and the, like conjunctions, and but, so, because, like prepositions, in, on, under, over. In primary school, you learn all this, like countable and uncountable nouns, singular and plural nouns, books, pens. Do you stop learning this when you go to secondary school? No. In secondary school, you still have to learn and the. You still have to learn in, on, under. You still have to learn and, but, so, because. You still have to learn present tense and past tense. Although in primary school, you had already learned. Because there's no stop to learning all this. We need it in our everyday life. All these grammar topics, we need in our everyday life. Regardless of whether we are working or we are not working, but we need to communicate in English, we need grammar. So, to be fluent in spoken English, you need to look after your grammar as well. You can't say, I is very busy, or you has many houses, or you has many cars. Of course you can, but then it's not the real correct way of speaking. Yes, you can. I mean, people understand you when you say you has many cars. Of course we understand, but I'm talking about something different. I'm talking about something that speaking with the correct grammar. My meaning is this. And I'm not saying that you cannot speak like you has many car, or you has a little car, or little not so good, or you has much car, for example. You has much car, example. Of course people understand. Communication. Only thing is maybe our expectations are a bit higher. When we start learning, of course we can speak in very simple English that doesn't really care about grammar. But then as we speak and we become better, automatically our own expectations become higher. We want to know what is the correct way. So that is where grammar comes in. Instead of you has, then we will know, all this while I was saying you has, actually it should be you have. And then all this while I say much car, it should be many cars. So you have many cars. So, this is what I mean actually. Okay, this is what I mean. Now, so just to tell you the main thing, just to cut things short. What you learn in primary school, you also have to learn in secondary school. Also, you have to learn in university. You also have to learn when you work. When you work, you apply, but you still have to learn. You still have to ask your colleagues, hey, is it you have or you has? You still have to ask your colleagues. Of course, maybe you won't ask so simple, but I'm just giving you an example. So it means to say there is no stop. And there's no say, I have started this, so therefore I don't have to continue. No. You still have to start from the very beginning. Not the basic, but the beginning. Okay, the beginning of grammar. All right. So let me, finish this off. We are still at positive and negative sentences. Lesson 36. This is the 7th video, and exercise 11. Exercise 11 and 12 cannot be together. I can't write 30 sentences in this whiteboard. Okay, so I have decided that exercise 11 by itself, exercise 12 by itself, and then we can go to lesson 37. So this exercise is changing the positive to the negative. So let us look at the first one. Amina caught a few butterflies in the garden. So caught is the past tense. So there is a did inside here. When you change to the negative, the did appears. You can see the word did, but then you need to add not, because you are going to change it to a negative. Negative means to say no, you deny, you disagree. So the answer would be, Amina did not, and then I have told you before, I repeat now, do, does, did. Whether you have not or you don't have not, it doesn't matter. Because I can use do without not. Example, do you have any money? I don't see the word not there. So the important thing I want to tell you is, when you use the word do, does, or did, whether you use not or not, you still have to remember that you need to follow with the base form. The base form of the verb. That means the verb you cannot see S behind. You cannot see ED behind the H. You also cannot see ing behind. Okay? So answer would be, Amina did not catch a few butterflies in the garden. My aunt has baked a chocolate cake already. So when you use has, you use already. Meaning to say, you can see the cake. You can see the result. Because you have to remember, when you use the word already, we don't know when it happened. No time is stated. When you say already, it means to say we can see the effect. We can see the result. Or you have just done it, but you can still see it. Then you use the word already. When you change to the negative, it becomes has not yet. So not yet, has already. Remember this. Remember this. Especially when you are working, or those of you who are working. Or students, because you are doing a lot of written work, you need to prepare for your exams in school or national exams. So remember that has is with already, has not is with yet. The answer would be, my aunt has not baked a chocolate cake yet. Okay? Number 3. My little sister can tie the shoelaces by herself. So it's very simple, can becomes cannot. Now, I want you to remember this. When you write the word not, most of the time, I can say all. All nots are separated except cannot. Can you see? I have mentioned this in my previous videos. I repeat. The word cannot is joined together. I have seen, cannot separate. But not computer work is a written work by the hand. So, when you write, you have to be careful. If you use computer, maybe you can, use spelling checker and all that. They might draw a line, and then you realize that, oh, it should be together. That's the good thing about computer. But let us talk about students, secondary school, primary school students, where you need to write. Then you have to be very careful, because the word cannot is one word, is not 2 words. Okay? So my sister cannot tie the shoelaces by herself. Aiman will go fishing with his brother next Saturday. Will is a verb. All these red color words are verbs. So all you need to do is to put not behind. So Aiman will not go fishing with his brother next Saturday. The farmer rears cows and goats in his farm. Rears. You see the word rears, there is an S here. That means there is a dust inside. So when there is a dust inside, when we write rears, or when we write caught, we do not write the word did. We do not say the word out. But when you change it to the negative, the word comes out already. So like in this case, the farmer, there's an S, rears, so there is a hidden dust. There is a dust inside which we cannot see. We don't write out. We don't speak out. When we change to the negative, it comes up. Does not. And then I told you already. Did not, does, don't say not. Did or does or do. It is followed by the base form. So rare. No S, no ED, no ING. Now do you hear me pronouncing the word? This is caught, not caught. This is rare. Here is rares. This is rare, not real. Because this word has two pronunciations. When you read or you pronounce rare, it means to say keeping animals, feeding them and allowing them to grow. That is rare. Bahasa Melayu memelihara, yang tunggu the yang. But when you pronounce real, there is another pronunciation, real. If you draw an animal or a human, the back part is called the rear. So when you are drawing a cow, for example, the back part, the two legs behind and the tail and the back, that's called the rear. If you study science, you will probably study this word, rear. Or when you're driving a car, the mirror for behind is called the rear mirror. Okay? So do not say the farmer rear or rears. Or I rear fish. Cannot. That means I behind fish. Because it's the behind, the back part. Okay? So you should pronounce rare, rares. So the negative would be does, bring over here, put a not, and then the base form. So the farmer does not rear cows and goats in his farm. We shall watch a movie in the cinema tomorrow evening. This is simple. Shall becomes shall not. Watch remains the same. We shall not watch a movie in the cinema tomorrow evening. The cobbler has mended my father's shoes already. Same case. Has already, has not yet. The word mended remains the same. Okay, you only change already to yet. The rest are the same. Okay, remember that because has, have, and had, you need to have a past participle. Alright, so the cobbler has not mended my father's shoes yet. The pupils must, where are we? Wait for their school bus here. Same, this is simple. Must becomes must not. Wait is the same. No change. So the pupils must not wait for their school bus here. We should cross the road now. Should change to the negative, it should not. So it's very simple. We should not cross the road now. The mouse is running across the room. Is becomes is not. It's very simple. So the mouse is not running across the room. The manager was having a meeting the whole day. Same, this is simple. Was changed to was not. Is changed to is not. Are changed to are not. Has changed to has not. Have changed to have not. Had changed to had not. The only difficult one is this. Directly there's a verb. Like this. This is more difficult. If there's an S, you change to do not. If there's no S, you change to do not. If there's S, you change to does not. If it is the past tense, you change to did not. Remember, do, does, did, base form. A bit harder. The rest are simple. Okay? So the manager was not having a meeting the whole day. Has becomes has not. The boys practice football every evening. Practice is the base form. So there's a do inside here. The do, which the word do, you don't use it in your speaking or writing. It is inside there. But when you change it to the negative, you have to take it out. You have to bring it out. So that means practice is the base form. There's a do inside. When you change to the negative, do not. The practice is the same. Okay, do, does, did, base form. But if this is already the base form, so you don't have to do anything. The boys do not practice football every evening. My family had eaten when I came home. Am I right? Yeah. So my family had not eaten when I came home. Had becomes had not. Devi could finish all the food on her plate. Change to the negative. Could becomes could not. Finish is the same. There are no changes. So Devi could not finish all the food on her plate. Lastly, I am writing a letter to my uncle. Am becomes am not. So I am not writing a letter to my uncle. Watch out, writing only one T. I always see people writing double T. I am telling you now, the word writing has only got one T, not double T. Double T is written, not written again. Pronunciation is very important, especially now. Now we are using the CFR system, whereby students have to speak. There is oral part. I'm talking about the SPM. I'm talking about school students actually. Of course, I'm also referring to MOET students or those who are going overseas IELTS. You need to speak, and I can tell you this: don't use the wrong way to pronounce, like the word coach. It's not coach, it's cot. If you want the T to be clearer, cot. Not too loud, cot. I don't know. Cot. That's inside here. Or just say cot. Okay, it's very soft. Do not say coach. It's wrong to say that. Okay, check the, if you, nowadays it's so simple. Just go to your handphone and go to the, the pronunciation part, especially, any word that you want to pronounce is there. They pronounce for you. Okay, so remember, writing, one T. Written, double T, the past participle. And I'm telling you, don't pronounce written, it's written. But the base form of the word is right. That's the difficult part, isn't it? So it's right, and then suddenly change to, writing is still the same, and then suddenly change to, but then writing, the spelling is different again, only one T, and then suddenly it goes to written. It's just like drive, when you drive a car. Drive, the past tense is drove. Same like write, the past tense is wrote. But then it becomes, writing, driving are the same, but writing only has one T. It has only one T. And then it becomes written, the past participle, double T. Driven, not driven. So you see, pronunciation sort of changes. Okay, so that's all for this lesson. I will be doing one more video, exercise 12, and then we will be going to lesson 37. Once we reach lesson 37, it's going to be quite fast, because actually lesson 37 is considered wide, but I think we can finish quite fast. Ooh. Lesson 38. Lesson 37, short forms. It's going to be quite fast, I believe, because we only have 6 exercises. Then we will be going to exercise 38. Statements and questions. We have around, this is another one. Wow. Well, not that long too. 8 lessons and exercise 39. 4 lessons, not 4 lessons, but 4 exercises. And then the last exercise, punctuation, which is a short one. 4 exercises, and then the whole book is up. It means I finished everything. And then I think if you have watched my YouTube announcement, when I finish this book, I'm going to conduct live in my channel. But I can't say, I can't tell how many videos I'll be doing. I mean, how many live sessions I'll be doing. It depends on the number of questions that people ask. So I only answer questions that I have not taught before, or it wasn't inside the exercises. in book 1 and book 2. So far there are only 2 questions which I have not explained in my previous videos. If I have already explained during my life, I will not do it because I have already explained in the videos. Okay, I can't be just repeating and repeating. But so far there are 2. If you have other questions you want to ask outside what I have taught, or that I have not taught before, then you are most welcome to ask me questions, so that when I conduct my live, I can teach you. I can't teach individually because there are people who WhatsApp me and ask me questions, and I just tell them that you can just post the questions in the comment section. Then I will pick out the question and put it in my posting, my announcement. Then after that I will explain to everyone, because it's hard to explain to every individual, especially if the questions are the same, you see. Okay, so that's all for this time. Please give me a like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Actually, I'm checking something, you see. That's why I sort of just now I sort of lost my exercise 11, right? Did I write? I just want to know whether I wrote the word get for number so the word get appears 2 times, right? Number 2 and number 7. So I'm just looking at the answers which I provided, whether I did it or not. Yes, I did. Okay then, goodbye everyone.